All right. Had some a little out of sync and whack this morning, trying to get things going. As a matter of fact, let me put this up. I will be back in like 2 shakes, but I'm gonna go ahead and transition over. All right, 1 second. Told you much. 1 second. So, like, rearranged my room back here yet again. My work area. I'm not sure where to put the camera. I'm right by the window. Hello. You can kind of see outside. Not a whole lot going on at the moment, but sometimes a cat will sit over there. Tell you what. I actually have a cat. Right there. Oh, turn her back to us. You would. Okay, so today we're going to attempt to build robots, maybe. That was the goal last week, and didn't really happen. Well, we'll see if we can't make it happen today. We did semi... Excuse me, my nose is itching. We semi got ready for it. We got our robot testing stations. I think that's what they're called. Yep. So we're semi-equipped for it. I think... We tried to build something last week, and we didn't have... We weren't able to meet the requirements, which was confusing. I think I needed... Oh, maybe, okay, some more machines. Alright, I thought maybe I was missing some fancier materials to meet the requirements, but I guess not. I also want this, Uber workstation, so I need to level up. And to do that, I mean, we can just do contracts, grind it out. Requirements for what Ollie asks. So whenever you... Hang on, let me adjust this window here. I can not get your message lost. So when you build something, let's say, let's just pick these. You see these little doodads over here? Like durability and style. Those are your requirements. It's different for different products. Like the robots have different things they gotta meet. I wasn't able to meet those requirements on something. It was an advanced product, and I don't know why. You know, usually your materials you pick, like say that's 3 and 1, 8 and 4, 5 and 3, like you can get different stats. As you gain access to more advanced materials, obviously you get better stats. So it's weird that I had access to that blueprint and couldn't meet the requirements despite having all the machines to make it. I could make it, I just couldn't make it good enough. So, oh golly, what was I was looking at? Right, where's my milestones? 10 specialists. And saturate the market for 2 medium or... Ugh, yeah, that's gonna be hard. Especially since I don't know how you technically saturate the market. Hoverboards. I feel like those are hard to make. These are easy to make. But I gotta do it to 2 things at once. Maybe I can do these. Alright. Let's wait till we get a tall drawer finished. Ten specialists, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have exactly 10 people to make them all specialists. What do we have? We have 2 assembly specialists and 3 technicians. Okay. Oh no, these guys are metal specialists. Okay, so I could make... Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Man, I got a lot of leveling up to do. You guys are really... Project overview. Oh, really bottlenecking on that. Which is kind of odd. Very basic. Well, anyway, Ollie, how goes? What's happening? Are you still out for the summer? Out for the summer. Yeah, I don't want to hire more people. Gotta go back to school for marching band before summer ends. So, wait a minute, if I get 3, use 2. Okay, that'll be fine. No, I can do that. Marching band. What do you play? Trombone? Tuba? Something? Was it tuba? Is tuba or trombone? Trombone. Oh, man, I was leaning towards tuba. Silly me. Don't have the air support for tuba. They require more air than a trombone? Tubas require an insane amount, and flutes. See that the flute? I can see that, but I figured like trombones, you just kind of, or not trombones, tubas, you just kind of. I thought the size of it made it so loud and everything. I didn't think it would take as much air as other things like trumpet and everything. Tubas, because the tunes are so long, if you take many breaths, it cuts the notes and just sounds bad, especially since they usually have a ton of whole notes. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Terrible thing to do that on. We have ladies. That's an old plan that needs updated. You didn't do what I told you to do, my dude. Flutes just take a lot because unlike most instruments, there's no actual mouthpiece to restrict the amount of air, so you just blow it. Oh, that's right. That's right. You gotta like pucker your lips just right. Whee! There was a... Well, I say was. She's still there. There was a lady in another server I'm in. She was a flute player in high school. Flute, clarinet, piccolo, all that. She had like 20 different flutes. No idea there were so many. This is not doing what I'm telling it to. Huh. It just keeps going. Wow. Currently, I'm house sitting, aka living next door to my house until my nana gets back. The house is stocked and all, so I'm just living here. I have eaten junk food exclusively and play games 18 hours a day. Well, you just living the dream, ain't you? And 4 dogs to keep you company. My goodness. Okay, I don't understand why this worked for some of those and not the others. It's really aggravating. Oh, need another break room. We're dying over here, man. Got too many workers. Not enough breakage. Well, where can we slap this one? I guess right over here. Oh, we need some more stuff. There you go. I really don't like that there, but I have to get redone. In the future. Oh, except I have to redo that now. I hate this game's building. That's so bad. Did they not bring the thing I ordered? Well, let me buy it again, I guess. The music is great. It's not part of the game, no. This is just Nintendo tracks remixed. Like this is... What is this? 237. Attack of the Killer Queen. I don't know what game this is from. So it's weird. It's very, very weird. Wow, is that supposed to be that small? Well, I guess it is. So a while back, Twitch had constant troubles with video game music getting copyright striked, so there was a big to-do. It's like, alright, well, we want people to stream games, but we can't copyright the music in our games. Or, well, they can, but they're like, okay, this is okay to stream. And, you know, I've watched several channels, like D&D related channels or tabletop, and they just have straight up Nintendo music playing in the background, like a lot of Zelda tracks are very common. And I mean just a straight track, not modified like these, redone, remixed or anything, just straight out of the game. And I don't know if that falls in that little legal loophole. It's like, oh yeah, you know, you can't do that, or you can't say you can't have this game music on a YouTube video because we want videos of the game. Except for a while, Nintendo wouldn't let anybody put any video content on YouTube. It's actually, I swear it was only a few years ago when they started allowing that. So I would not be surprised if somewhere down the line Nintendo said, no, we don't want anything on YouTube, and everybody who had content using video game music all of a sudden got all those videos demonetized. Wouldn't doubt it for a second. But I don't make nothing, so it's okay. But you will notice that I don't use them in my regular videos. I just use it for streaming. Nintendo's weird. Like, they make a lot of questionable decisions. And I'm getting really aggravated with this thing. I keep telling it, no, take it to the lathe. And it does it, and then it comes right back. I thought Nintendo, if you get an old video demonetized, does the revenue stop there? Does it instead go to the company, or a mix of one of those plus playing them all day? Don't assume it's last one. So, YouTube likes it, yeah. So, my understanding, if I had a video, let's say I had a video, I was a big channel, and actually got views. I had a video that was getting thousands of views a day. And if I had monetization turned on and I was getting ad revenue, that's, you know, what they call passive income, right? I'm not doing anything. I already did the work, so I'm just generating income off that video because people are still watching it. It's still spreading. Thousands of views every day. When anybody, you know, they send in that copyright strike, before you address it or anything, when they send in that copyright strike, my understanding is your monetization stops immediately. This is a big problem that YouTubers have faced. Because some people get their butts hurt over something, or they don't like that you're succeeding, and they can just copyright strike you for some bull snot reason. That's stream friendly. Some ridiculous reason that they made up, but it doesn't matter because that will initiate everything. It's like, oh, nope, you're not going to make any money off this video anymore. And depending on the strike, like, there's this lady named Ann Reardon who tries to spread awareness for silly TikTok things like that are actually dangerous. And there was this one thing called, what was it? not wood burning, but it's where you used electricity to put in, you burned into a thing of wood, and it made it look like a lightning strike going down. It's very pretty looking, but it's extremely stupidly dangerous the way you do it, and lots of people were dying because of it. So she was spreading awareness of that. So technically that wasn't a copyright strike, but same thing can happen. She lost all of her momentum on that video. And then YouTube, later fixed the problem, but it was too late. It was like she lost the traction that video was getting, and it fell out of the algorithm. So somebody can copyright strike you, and your video, I think, gets taken down, or at least the monetization stops. So when a video comes out, you have that high wave of views, and if you get copyright strike in the middle of that, then you're going to miss out on all that income. And then by the time you get your copyright strike fixed, it's too late. Even, you can still get your passive income, but you've missed the high spot. You've missed your payday, basically. It's very silly. The copyright strike system is a joke. The fact that anybody can just willy-nilly submit a strike and they don't get there's no repercussion for falsely submitting a strike. That's the problem. All right. Apparently I can make 16 more. Expensive. Very expensive. Man, I ain't gonna make much money on that. I don't like not making money. And in YouTube's defense, I am not sure what the solution is there either. Yes, it could be better, but I'm not sure how. I mean, I guess you could, repercussions for people just submitting claims willy-nilly. I think an easy solution would be if the strike is considered incorrect, the company should have to pay the average of whatever they were making per day. It obviously still affects the video, and the YouTube definitely still ends up... No, let's see, that's where you're wrong. YouTube does not end up at a loss. You end up at a loss. So when you stop making money on monetization, ad revenue... Oh, YouTuber. Okay, yeah. So YouTube still is making money. Trust me, they ain't gonna miss out. And see, there's all kinds of goofy stuff. Like there was a fan-made Star Wars thing somebody made. It was like a little 15-minute. It had a lot of work put into it. 15 or 20 minutes. It maybe even been 10 minutes. I don't know. I say not a long video, but a very long video for how much work was put into it. And this guy went and got all the permissions. He reached out to the people that made the music for Star Wars and was like, hey, can I use this in here? Blah, blah. I think the music's what got him. And they said, yes, here you go. They signed off and like, you can use this. We approve. You have full permission. Then Disney got involved. Because I want to say this happened right before the Disney buyout, but I could be wrong. But anyway, he had the permission before Disney, I think. And you're talking, this video got millions and millions of views, and then Disney was like, that's ours now, and they took it. And I want to say, because that made a big stink, more millions and millions and millions of viewers went and watched this thing, but Disney got all the ad revenue off that. And then there was such a big outcry, you know, Disney got a bad rap, and they're like, okay, well, we'll make it right, but they already had the money. So they gave the rights or permissions or whatever back to the guy that originally made it, but he missed out on all that money. And that's why, see, YouTube is one of those things that doesn't make a lot of money until you get so far into it. So like if I had, you know, if I were to get monetized now, I'd probably make 2 cents off of every video, right? Maybe a little more than that. But if I had a library of thousands of videos and I was just making a couple cents off of those every day, well, that would add up. So as you grow and do it more and more and more, it becomes a nice little passive income. And that's why YouTubers get so hurt when YouTube suddenly makes a change. Like YouTube recently, and they've already went back on it, but they made a change. All right, if you swear within the first, I think it was 15 seconds of the video, we consider that offensive and not ad friendly or whatever, and you're demonetized now. Well, people that had thousands of videos in their library that swore regularly, all of a sudden they lost all that passive income. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, these huge companies don't seem to be protecting the people that are making the company be watched. Example, Ludwig Literal 7 made Twitch the most money in a month they've ever made. Not only did they not do anything, they proceeded to let him leave and try not to do anything. Eventually, there has to be a good one that shuts down all these bug guys. I think you mean big guys. Swearing what this person says is making me want to stay and watch the video, though. Yeah. They do not care, which is so strange. Let's see, and I'll just stick to YouTube here instead of throwing everybody under the bus. Without the content creators, YouTube would not exist. So their most valuable asset is their content creators, and they seem so bent on just taking as much as away as they can. Like when YouTube first started growing, it was quite profitable to be a YouTuber, and that's why a lot of people tried to get in on it. You know, they're like, well, I want to make money, you know. And some people are like, just, hey, I like making videos. But it used to be super profitable, and then over the years they just kept making change after change after change after change that really cut into their monetization. Like the adpocalypse, I forget exactly what that was, but you hear it referenced all the time, and that's why things like Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee came into existence. I remember watching videos, and then just all of a sudden, everybody was like, hey, there's a link to my Patreon down below if you want to support the channel, and I'm like, what in the ever-living bleh is a Patreon, and why does everybody have one? And I thought it was absolutely bonkers that it's like, oh, why am I going to pay this guy X dollars a month to support him when YouTube's paying him? And then you find out, oh, YouTube's really not paying them anymore. Swear words typically hold strong emotion and have reason to make me stay to watch the ads. I mean, they can have strong emotions, but there's lots of YouTubers that just swear to be swearing, and they think it's edgy and cool, or they're just don't know any better. Wasn't the adpocalypse when there would be like 5 ads in a row or something? Yeah, there was some when all that changed, and they're like, okay, there's ads on your videos whether you like it or not. Even if you signed out of that, they would still put ads on the videos, and then you just wouldn't make money off of it. It was real bad. is a tip. That's a really good point. Patreon is the tip equivalent of waiters. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. And I have kind of mixed feelings about Patreon, and I feel so weird having a buy me a coffee link on there. Like, I think it's absolutely stupid. Like, I'm not paying a YouTuber. This is gonna sound terrible for me to say. Like, I'm not paying a YouTuber $5 a month or whatever out of my pocket to go make videos. It's like, but at the same time, it's like, man, I wish somebody would donate to mine. But you realize it's like, okay, some people do have that kind of money. They can spare the $5 a month to support. And, you know, $5 can vary so wildly from person to person. Like, for somebody, like, that's nothing. They're like, oh, yeah, so $5, here you go. But some people are like, man, no, I cannot swing $5. So if you have the money, it's fine. But at the same time, like, big YouTubers, I really question and you know, maybe I'll get there and find out for myself one day, but I really question the legitimacy of their need for Patreon. Because, like, when you hit a certain size, like I said, one, you have a massive library you're drawing passive income from, and I know ad revenue is literally pennies, but pennies do add up to dollars. And plus they start dipping into other things like sponsorships. Now, sponsorships pay, from what I understand, very, very, very well. So it's like, do you really need that Patreon? And it's, I don't know. I question, like I said, I question the legitimacy of it for a lot of people. But like smaller channels, it's like, oh yeah, you know, they're not getting ad revenue, or if they are, it's again literal pennies, and they're not getting any sponsorships. And plus, and this is another problem, like when you're small, sponsorships pay less. But for example, let's take was it Manscaped, the shaving company? Manscaped, and I'm just throwing out numbers, these aren't actual, but like somebody has 1,000 subscribers, like, oh yeah, we'll pay you $100 for a sponsorship slot. Whereas PewDiePie or somebody huge, they'll be like, yeah, we'll pay you $50,000 for a sponsorship slot, because, you know, it's more bang for their buck. So like, as you get big, you make more money. So it's like, and as you get big and make more money, it's like, okay, you don't need Patreon. But maybe there's something I'm missing. Sometimes swears good. He swears is kind of what made him. Yeah, and you know, that can be your character, but like, and that's fine if that's the humor you're going for and all that stuff. But like, some people just have a potty mouth, for lack of better words, and don't know any better. And it's, I would say swearing is extremely unprofessional if you're trying to make some kind of a professional point. Like if you're bringing some kind of critique or something. Well, as you know, nature being unable to kiss. I won't pay a YouTuber, but I've bought like a shirt before. Yeah, see, and a shirt, see, merch, like that's something you can use. You're paying them, they're making money off of that, and you're getting something out of the deal too. So even then, it's not a lot since company making them takes most of it. Very true. It's like the closest I'll get. People like PewDiePie, Markiplier. Man, Glee watches Markiplier all the time. I've never seen one video of his. Pokimane, I think I know who she is. None of these guys need Patreon and such. Some YouTubers like Mr. Beast, I guess I could see it, but even then, no, because he does out most of his ideas giving it back. He definitely does keep some, which I'm not mad at. He definitely deserves blah, blah, blah. Mr. Beast is a strange person. Unprofessional, but most of the people who made swearing their personality aren't trying to. Yeah, well. And that's the thing. There's a time and place for it. But YouTube trying to stuff everybody into this air quote family friendly and ad friendly not sponsorship ad thing. It's very silly because like, oh, you can't swear. And this is what a lot of people came back with. It's like, you're telling me I can't swear in the first 15 seconds of my video because it's offensive, but in my video, you're going to run an ad for something that's basically porn. You know, these mobile games that have some very questionable things going on in them. It's like, okay, that doesn't make sense, YouTube. Pokimane, from what I know, is one of the people who get like a ton of money through direct donations, way more than she needs because of YouTube. Yeah. Well, and you know, women. Oh, I'm gonna be super sexist here, but women get a lot more donations than dudes for obvious reasons. She's gotten, I believe, multiple $1,000 donations, not counting donations below that. Someone, if memory serves, gave her a car. I remembered that. I don't know if it was Pokimane, but I remember that. No. Somebody got somebody a Tesla, didn't they? To meet her for like 30 seconds to get it. Like, I wish somebody buy me a car. Actually, I have a car. They can buy Glee a car. She needs a new one. Could have been Valkyrie or something. Well, what's the hoe bag on Twitch? I almost called her Ursula. Not Ursula. It starts with an A or something, I think. All she does is sit in a hot tub or a pool all day. That's her whole stream. I think it's some redheaded girl, fake boobies. Man, I had the name right there. Anyway, yeah, that's all she does. She just, people throw money at her for sitting in a pool of water. It's like, wow, living the dream. Like, she makes so much money. I read an article anyway, I guess take it with a grain of salt, but she makes so much money that she bought a gas station to help with her taxes. Like, somehow it was something she could write off, so she would end up keeping more at the end of the year. It's like, gee whiz. Hot tub streams are one of the big examples of weird content. It's softcore porn. That's all it is. That is all it is. And that's most of Twitch. And which is so hilarious because Twitch tries to act so high and mighty and self-righteous, but it's like, dude, most of your content is just softcore porn. That's all you're doing over there. Taking the money from a bunch of sad, horny, lonely men. Alright, I still don't think... Saturate the market for two. How do you saturate the market? Apparently I'm not doing it very well. Two. Trying to put it more delicately. That's true story, but yeah, that works. I mean, if I can't say that, I'm in trouble. So, speaking of streams and money and stuff, I'm supposed to have access now to, like, super chats and stuff like that. Because they lowered the requirements for that. You're supposed to have 500 subs and, like, 1,000 hours of watch time or something like that. And I have that. So, but it hasn't ticked over yet. I did get to use the new reach out to YouTube and chat with them button. So I actually got to speak with somebody over there, and they're like, yeah, no, it exists. You're right. You're correct. You should have it, but we're rolling it out in waves. So it's like, okay. I just got to wait for the button to pop up. And I think not when you hit the monetization goal of 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, you don't think, it could be wrong, but there's a certain level of YouTube partnership where you actually get your own YouTube agent. I forget how big you gotta be. It's just somebody, you have one point of contact that you always reach out to when you need help. I mean, granted, that person probably serves like 100 different YouTubers, but that'll be kind of neat when that happens, if I ever get there. Twitch is basically a mixture of stuff like OnlyFans and YouTube, but it makes it really weird. Watch hours do you have? I think I'm at like 3,100 or 3,200. I think 3,100 when I last checked. I'm really glad my past few videos really haven't done very well. Like, but my last video, it did good. It got like 500 views almost, so. But I will say, you know, I can whine and moan and groan about YouTube all day long, but YouTube, for me right now, is doing... Let me move the mic here. YouTube is doing a very good job of getting my videos in the right hands. It's just not doing a very good job of getting it in more hands. 3,100 hours? Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, and what I mean by getting it in the right hands, like all my my like to dislike ratio, I feel like it's very, very, very stupidly high. I mean, I don't know if I have the LGBT one aside and the shorts, because that's a totally different crowd. I don't think I have a video below 93 or 94% approval. You know, like there's 93, 94% likes versus dislikes, which I feel like is very, very high. Yeah, the dislike button thing is weird. Actually, we can go look at my YouTubes here. Let's see. Do that while I'm streaming. I'm really sad my little short series didn't take off though. With the little TTRPG tokens and boys, those were super fun to make. Okay, yeah, like the last video was 98.2%. I say approval because it's, you know, that's your likes versus your dislikes. And the LGBT was 87.5, which I think, considering being such a controversial topic, that's pretty darn good. Multiplayer bad for video games, that's 100%. Community made TTRPG characters, 100%. 7 handy tips for session 0, 100%. World building with Goodberry, 98.7. First TTRPG magic items, 100%, 95%, 98, 96, 98, 97, 100. Yeah, so I feel like those are really, 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 really good numbers. I mean, I might be wrong, but I feel like that's... YouTube's, like I said, doing a very good job of getting it in the right hands. I just got to figure out how to get it into more hands. It's finding the people that like my content and say, yep, there you go. Now we just got to get to more people. And, you know, as you reach more people, obviously that number is going to go down. That's part of it, you know. Because they're like, oh, okay, you didn't like that, so now we'll try the next person. So, but the problem is, if the way I understand it, you know, if YouTube goes out and randomly sends it to, we'll say, 10 people, and 9 of them didn't like it, it doesn't think, oh, I found the wrong 9 people. It just thinks, oh, your video's no good, so I'm not going to spread it around anymore. But if it gives it to 10 people and 9 of them like it, they're like, oh, this is a good video, so I'm going to push it harder. It's unfair and fair at the same time. And of course, there's people out there that do things to manipulate that and bot views and rates and all that stuff. Like, dude, I saw something the other day, I think it was just yesterday, called Famester. You could order views and likes for your video. And I'm gonna flood the market one way or the other. I'm just trying to get to robots, my dude. I don't know how it looks from your end, but I remember literally playing Pokemon Shield months ago and randomly stumbling across the short showing you have a Discord and deciding to check it out. The channel intro video, you had like less than 50 subs, and now it's like 1,030. That's a super high number. I think that's more than our people who go to my school. Man, I'll tell you what, I am surprised it's gotten this far. I expected... I know my goal, my ambition was too high now, like trying to make a video a week. And I got to a point where I could make a video a week, but I was never happy with what I made when I tried to cram it in a week. So I think I'm just going to sit back and do 2 a month. But anyway, my original goal, yeah, was a video a week. And they were also supposed to be a lot shorter, but I ramble. So there's that. But I figured I'd be making videos for months and months and months and months without getting a single subscriber. That's what I figured. That's what I was planned for. And then I had a couple subscribers and like somebody commented and I was like, oh yeah. Venus, something Venus was my first comment. And unfortunately she left the Discord a little while back. But yeah, and then I made a stupid short or whatever. Like, oh, yeah, because my video, I made a joke about having 2 subscribers, and it was actually 3, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to leave you out. It was just a joke, and then the short took off, and everybody started subscribing. I was like, oh, okay. I think that's more than the... Oh, we already said that. Quality over quantity, yeah. The short, yeah, it was funny. I mean, that was the point. It was supposed to be just... I was making fun of myself and, you know, my 2 or 3 whole subscribers I had. I do need to redo my channel intro page because it's very long for a channel intro page, and I don't know if you've watched any of that. The Inn of Planar Crossroads. It's the guy. He's in our server. He does a more podcasty style thing, and I've been on. He records four episodes at a time, and I've been there for 2 recordings. But each episode we do, I have to introduce my channel. You know, introduce who I am and my channel and what I do. And it changes every time I do it. So it's like, I don't even know what I'm doing on my own channel. No. I didn't. Well, I mean, I could probably update that too. But the video that when you go to my channel that says, hey, you know, welcome to Squirrel Pays. This is my channel, blah, 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 blah. Because I think it's like a 16-minute video or something. I could probably trim that down. Because my channel originally, actually, let's see, what's the description say? Welcome to Squirrel Plays. Here we talk about things such as character design, world building, storytelling, and game mechanics. That means we'll be talking about video games, tabletop, as well as occasional look at cinema. This is to be a positive community. Talk freely. That part's the same. It's growing. It's about growing and doing better with our creative works. Yeah, that's true. But like, it's become very, very tabletop focused. You've done most of that alone, other than the cinema. Yeah, that's the video I'm talking about. What even is this channel? That could be condensed. Better not change the thumbnail. I feel like it could be condensed anyway. Also, because I got a lot of TT. I feel like 95% of my viewer base subscribers are tabletop players, and like that's what they're here for. So, which is so humorous because that's what I have the least amount of experience in. It's like, gosh, I don't want to be over here talking about stuff I don't know anything about. So I'm trying to stay in my realm of air quote expertise. How's the mouse video? I spent the past couple days... No, it's not written. I had to spend the last couple days reading over the manual for the game. Reading over all the rules, word for word. It's a cool game, man. I might like it better than Easy D6 now that... Because I've only played it once, and I was the player. I wasn't running the game. Not this Thursday. No, next Thursday. I'm also trying to figure out what time works best for me to release a video. My last one I dropped Thursday at like 3 o'clock, and it didn't do very well at first, but then it took off. I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I'll try that again. Make sure it's not a fluke. And it's funny because like I was reading some stuff and they said Tuesday was the absolute worst time. Like I had been uploading Tuesday to 8:30. And then I found out like that was the absolute worst time. And I was like, man, that's what's been working best for me. You don't understand enough to play. Oh, well, dude, is a weird day. Yeah, it is. But I was just trying random days and that one seemed to work. So. I think I mentioned this though. The PDF for Mouse Ridder is free and there's a couple things in there I felt like could have been worded a little better, but man, it's simple. It's easy. Even GMing it is super easy. Like it's crazy because it's only 48 pages, and a big chunk of that is like here's how you can generate an entire hex crawl map, and it has all these tables you can roll and stuff. So it's like, wow, man, this is so condensed. I don't think I'm going to be able to flood said market. I am not succeeding at this. And I noticed while reading through the book for Mouse Ridder, there's just these little tiny paragraphs. And by paragraphs, I mean like 2 sentences that just sum up stuff so well. Like how they described what a TTRPG was. Just the best little golden nuggets you'll ever see. Sunday has church. Monday is Monday. Tuesday is just weird. Wednesday is the middle of the day, or middle of the week. So people playing stuff for some reason. Thursday is like Tuesday, but better because people are excited for Friday. Friday's the best, and then Saturday's generally a free day. So I have tried Saturday, I think. I know I tried a Friday, and those did terrible. Like, they got no views until later in the week. And I figured that's, well, everybody's busy doing stuff, you know. PDF is free, but I couldn't figure it out on my phone and lost my computer charger. Shame. So the theory behind Thursday was people are winding down and getting burned out at work, and now they're starting to surf YouTube. Everyone has different ideal times. That's just, yeah. And the thing is, like, if you go Google, what's the best time to upload to YouTube? You know, it's like, that does not take into account your content. Like, I have a much older audience, so they're going to have a very different schedule than a high school audience. Speaking of Wednesday, for some godforsaken reason, oh no, what's happening? I did think it was funny, though, the thing I was reading that said Thursday was a good day, because TikTok, Thursday at 4 o'clock, is supposedly when it has its highest number of uploads every week. Like, okay, maybe there's some crossover there. The TikTok crowd and the YouTube community. Man, TikTok is cancer. I got a few projects that I want to. The shorts I was doing, the little map making crew, Bob the Paladin and all them. I want to finish that out. Just make it, throw it all into one long form video and post it all in one chunk. And then I really want to do the video where I go over my entire first campaign in 5e. That's going to be like a 3 to 4 or 5 hour video. That's a long project. My parents both go to work like 3 hours late on Wednesday. Siblings have therapy Wednesday. My neighbors mow their lawns on Wednesday, and my school makes all the events on Wednesday. Plus, wow, Wednesdays are busy. Wednesdays are my free day. You should do that. A 3, 4, 5 hour video would be great. Yeah, it would be very long. I feel like, and I've been thinking about it as I edit my videos. It's like, okay, I need some better editing practices, like how to keep myself organized and make the actual video editor, you know, run smoother and things like that. Sure, there's lots of things I'm doing wrong. You could just stream it one day. No, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. I'm going to forget things. I have to go back and redo. Man, I watched a video, obviously not all in one setting. It was the entire timeline of the Mega Man universe. That was like a 10-hour video. And the guy did it. He didn't do it all in one go. Like, because he had to cut a lot out. I think it took him 2 or 3 days straight. Like, you could just see, as he was clipping himself in and out, the sunlight coming through the window, just getting higher and higher and then lower and lower. It's like, gee whiz, man. I open up 12 every year, I watch the 12 hour. Really? You can't pick it back up. I need to make... Alright, that's not working, my dudes. That's not working either. This is not fair. I doth protest. Oh. Well, now he's gonna make my life miserable. You troglodyte. Is this pig step? I don't know. 320. Hey, it is pig step. What's that from? Is that the name of the game or is that the name of the track? I guess I could look. That's gotta be the name of the track. Minecraft. It's the best music. Interesting. Oh, man. Alright, so what's like on the downward trend here? Those are 50 of them. Holy cow. This does not spark joy. See, like this, we didn't meet the requirements. Oh, because I haven't picked something yet. Darn. Well, I play if it's in Spectrum. I like the game. I'm just trying to meet a milestone. Frustrated. Mostly because I don't know what I'm doing. I should probably just try and let this one happen a little more naturally, but I don't know what else to do. So we're gonna change course here. And we're gonna see what happens, yes. Oh hey, did we level up, or is that just going that slow? We leveled up a couple times. Alright. Alright. We're about to spark some joy. About to spark some hella joy. Because now... Oh yes, we got super fancy. Look at that. Oh, that machine's 62,000. Oh, it's like half my budget. Oh, but it's so good. Look at that, 200% across the board for everything that involves any kind of cutting. How much are these? Advanced assembly. Okay, we're gonna really want to buy 2 of those, but I can't afford it. Alright, let me... Hold up. Do they 200... Okay, so that... Alright, we'll buy the assembly stations first. And we'll save up for the big mega cutters. Well, yeah, you can like the game, but swap if you get rid. That's why Pokemon is a game you finish in one city. Hey, I know this tune. Do 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 do. All right, well, I say I know what it is. Let's go see what it is. 325. Shinji. Oh no, Good Egg Galaxy. Duh. I like Good Egg Galaxy. I guess I gotta wait till they're done. Okay. I'm not frustrated. You'd know if I was frustrated. There would be infinitely more swearing and demonetization. Oh, let's see. If I have... I'm going to buy 4 of those things, then I'm going to need 4 of these boobs. Need a wooden specialist, but hey, we got one now. Hey, we hit a milestone. 10 specialists. I feel like every playthrough I've done, I've struggled with this milestone. Those little KitchenAid mixers. Hashtag not sponsored. I'm just tooting along with them. No, I used to could play Good Egg Galaxy on the guitar. That was a fun one. Matter of fact, while these little doozers are working, I will show you the version that I played. I can find it. See if I get in trouble for this. I have a silent spot in my stream. Let's see. Guitar. There it is right there. Tried your best to give your find the charger. Alright. Well, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier. I said I used to could play Good Egg Galaxy on the guitar. And then I said I was going to go find the version that I used to play. And here it is. Try not to make that too loud. It was a very fun song to play. Especially when he gets to the wah-wah pedal. Good Egg Galaxy. It's from Mario Galaxy. Duh. I actually used to be alright at guitar. It was very, very fun. Good times. Away they go. Alright, that counted as flooding the market. So what else is on the decline here? Nothing? These things that always get bottlenecked in? Too good a song for Mario. Mario had lots of good music. What are you talking about? Bob on Battlefield? Come on. What's wrong with you? If I'd bought a super duper fancy cutter, I could have made my drawers faster. Do, 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 do. Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? No, I seen Omega earlier talking about it. I'm stoked for the Super Mario RPG remake. Man, that game was great. Mario RPG it had a super fun story, it was fun to play, and man, it had some just absolute bangers for tracks. Alright. So that was Good Egg Galaxy. Like I said, I used to play guitar, but I say give it up. It's actually right behind me right now. But I gave up playing it because, man, it gave me such a blooming headache. Listening to those high-pitched all day is, ugh. Made my brain hurt. And another thing that kind of got discouraging about the guitars, or at least the electric and what stuff I was playing, you had to have so much accompanying it to sound any kind of decent, right? Like it was so much better when you had the full band, I guess you could say. Whereas a piano, which is also behind me collecting dust, it holds its own. It doesn't need anybody else. Man, I could listen to piano all day long. That's why trombone sucks. You never get a cool part. Good lord, all y'all are about to blow up over here. I don't get... Are you all cutting all of that at the table? Surely not. Oh no, it says. That's at the table. That's at the table. That's at the table saw, bandsaw. Why is there so much gluing? Oh. Oh, sitting in the mark. So you have to do that in a day. Ugh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. We ain't gonna worry about that. We's not gonna worry about that. We're gonna get this out the door. I really want my fancy dancy cutters. Forgot to buy the tables after I was done with that last contract. Alright, speaking of contracts. What could I be building for ye? Yeah, these things take forever to build. Man. You know, Glee grew up learning to play the piano. She was forced to learn it, and then when she moved out, she never touched it again. And I'm sad. I bet she played very well, but she never wants to touch it again. It was ruined for her. Probably she sang too, but I never get to hear it. Which is funny, because the first woman I was married to sang constantly, and I could never get her to shut up. Which was fine, you know. She was a very good singer, but sometimes it was just like, could you not? You learned the piano. It was made to do violin for a single year. Violin? That violin would be so hard, but cool. There is Taylor Davis, I think is her name. Violinist, YouTube violinist. Does a ton of video game covers. She's pretty good. And was it Lindsay Sterling is the popular violinist? I cannot stand her. Cannot stand her at all. Violin is neither hard or cool. Unless you're going for super good stuff. It's a guitar with no frets. It seems hard. I like to be at the kid level. It was stupid easy. Well, yeah. I do like the big violins. What are they called? The cellos? Those things are... Those are nice. And honestly, I really want to take a stab at playing bass guitar. But considering I have a guitar and a piano back there collecting dust, and I know I don't have any time, I'm not going to buy one. Now, if somebody were to give me one, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Like, bass could be fun. Doodle-doodle-doodle. Now see, look at this. I got all these doozers standing around doing nothing. And there's a ton of work to do. They're just doing like one little thing at a time. For 5th grade stuff, I don't think I ever took it home to practice, and I literally never paid attention, but despite being a first year in the 3rd, 4th, 5th grade class, I was the best because everyone else sucked. It was so boring. We have guitars and it'd be fun, but if we're going to pick up a new instrument, I want it to be percussion. You just want to make noise. You want to make noise. I want to get this contract done so I can buy my tables. I don't understand why you guys are going so freakishly slow. Well, yes, but also. You've done percussion before. So musically talented. It wasn't long, but it was the funnest thing music-wise I've ever done. Well, what was it? I sell these tables while they're right in the middle of using them. Will that like... Can I reschedule? Look at this, they're like... What are y'all doing? What is y'all doing? And then you got all this wood right here. Boy, y'all really screwed up. Y'all really screwed up. How'd you screw up so bad? Good lord. Alright. We've got to find something else for y'all to do. What's the name of one of the cool ones like drums? I did like xylophone. Is that the... You got like drumsticks with the ball at the end of them and you blum 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 hit the little planks? Or am I totally off here? That is a weird instrument. Yeah, that thing. That's a big one though. What is that instrument? It's like a bowl. And you can't really play much with it, but like it does sound nice, but you get one specific type of sound out of it. You are like piano and guitar, you can play several different types of music. This thing I'm talking about, it's just a bowl, big silver bowl, and it has very singular type of sound to it. You would not be playing jazz and rock with it. But you just like slap it. Blip, 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 blip. It's weird. I cannot remember what that's called. There's also another small instrument. It's just like a plank of wood with a couple strings on it. And it's mostly plays like lullabies. It's very nice. A drum bowl? I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called, but sounds like what it looks like. Man, these guys really botched these drawers. Like, holy crap. They are doing this the most difficult way possible. That's insane. A harp? No, not a harp. Golly, you're gonna make me look it up. Weird bowl instrument. Glass harmonica comes up. That, Whoa. Tibetan singing bowl. That is not what I thought it was called. But that picture is right. Okay, now when I search Tibetan singing bowl, I get something totally different. Yeah, the wood was... No, it's not a harp. Let's see. Weird silver bowl instrument. Yeah, that thing. Hang. That's what it's called, hang. Pronounced Hand. It's German. It's a type of musical instrument called a handpan. Fitting into the idiophone, I guess that's how you pronounce that, class, and based on the Caribbean steel pan instrument. Created by Felix Rohner and Sabina Schadier in Switzerland. That's it, man. Slap a bowl. Alright, I hit the phone right now. Alright, well that's that one. Let's see if we can find the other one. What do I even Google? Small string instrument? Not a ukulele. Hey, harp did come up. Nah, none of those are it. No. Handheld string instrument. I feel like you play it with your thumbs. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, I gotta tend to my workshop. I'm gonna stop Googling. And y'all are still working on them drawers. Holy crap, y'all. What if I, out of curiosity... Out of curiosity. Workstation. Very curious. Alright, yeah, let it load it up. Oh, well that just... What the hell's wrong with y'all? Jarbo, banjo? No. It's very small. It's not small enough to fit into your pocket, but like... the size of a small tablet or a large phone. A phablet, if you will. Because, like, I have... Oh, it's not strings. I'm sorry. I'm a liar. Oh, where'd the picture go? The kalimba. Me mocking the game sounds. Kalimba. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I said strings. Got like little metal prongs on it that you click with your fingernail. Oh, here's a round one. and has very few prongs on it. It's pretty neat. Very lullaby sounding. It's just like the end of a banjo, but with the metal instead. Yeah, I mean, right? I mean, sound tends to travel the same, right? Man, these guys just went full stupid mode on these drawers. Just holy crap. I kind of want to just scrap everything, but I guess we're this close to being done. I don't know why their brains just decided I'm not gonna work anymore. Is there a stream delay? It sounds like you said that as I sent the picture, but it was like, yeah, there's a delay. There's a delay. Should just be a few seconds, but... should be just a few seconds anyway. That's weird? Well, no. I mean, it's kind of standard practice. Because now you're taking your video, shooting it over to YouTube, and then YouTube's shooting it out to everybody else. So. I mean, shoot, just Discord with your voice has like a 1/4 of a second delay. And what's really great is Discord has about a 1/4 of a second, and when you use Bluetooth on something, that's about another 1/4 second. So when I'm like in my car driving and my phone's hooked to my car through the Bluetooth, and then somebody calls through Discord or whatever, there's a nice 1/2 second delay between me and them. So just constantly talking over each other. Alright, let's get these things out of here, finally. Took y'all a blooming week to build those. But there's also, other than just pushing data around, I think there's some kind of monitoring going on. Like there's some real quick checks that it does before it shoots it out there. Could be wrong, though. Yay! We can get these stupid things out of here. Oh, they made me a lot of money, though. Boy, they did make me a lot of money. I think I'm gonna buy my cutters instead. Said I was going to buy assembly tables. I think I'll go buy cutters. I could buy 2 of them. Actually, I could buy all. I'm just going to bleed myself dry here. Alright. Money, money, money. I love it so. Where's manipulator here? Where do I want to put it? Let's kind of hoping they'd fit a little better in there, but they don't. Alright, we gotta do some finagling here. Hate that. Hate that. I hate that so much. Okay. Whoop! Ah, why you turn? Why can't I put you there? Alright, alright. You guys come move that one. Now I can move that one there. You can go over there. Alright, look at us get organized. Golly, those things are so expensive. Lord have mercy. Basic, yeah, that's a whole new machine. Actually, woo! Look at all that money I just spent. 123,000 for 2 machines. But I don't need these anymore, and I don't need these. Yeah, so really, we can get like super tight up in here. Just put those there for now. That frees up a couple of these. Hot diddly do. Okay. I would love a third one, but expensive. Gonna spend more money. Money, money, money. Loads of money. Oh, that's all I can fit. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. I can put a little straggler over there. It's fine. It's Mario. Oh, we haven't bought it yet. All right, let's make something. Can we flood the market now? You know what? We might be able to. Just might be able to. Maybe. Put my little assembly dudes to work. Oh, not that. That? That's going down. That's good. So is that. Well, shucks howdy. Look at all that cutting. We're gonna put these bad boys to work. That goes there. That goes there. Wood bending. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I have a wood bender. We do have some fancy assembly. Oh yes. We can do that there. I wish I had a fancy glue station. I forgot how many we needed. I need 21 more. Ah! Alright, I need one more. So stupid. Alright. 51 tables. Oh, look at that thing. Got just zoom. Like butter. Like butter. What is that? Truckers. Angry. Well, I can't help that. Sorry, Mr. Trucker Man. That sounds like Zelda also. Zelda's Lullaby, if I remember. Look at them birds out there. Hanging out in the bush. Okay, this was a very ambitious project, but I think it's gonna pan out. Maybe. Oh, we got Oh, okay, I see what you're trying to tell me. There are some more people. We're expanding. The Ollie, are you still there? I got something funny to show you if you are. I think you bounced though. So sad. And what's even more sad is I'm out of tea. You are! Alright. Well, let me pause the music. I was piddling with voice changer stuff. So have you seen the last video I made? Yeah, about player death. The most recent video. Where I open up and I say, alright, we're going to talk about something more lighthearted, like player death. Wow. So, you got your volume up where you can hear. Alright, listen to this. Let me turn it up. What is up? Hopefully you can hear it.
Hello and welcome back to a Squirrel Plays. Since the last video was about such a controversial topic, I thought we'd be a little lighthearted this week and talk about what happens after death.
Is that not awesome? So great. Oh, this thing, I would pay for that software. Right now the limit is I can only record 15 seconds at a time, and then it adds this little watermark kind of thing at the end of the audio file. Like it'll come up and say voice.ai or whatever, but you can trim that out. And technically I could use it. It'd just be cumbersome, but like I would very easily pay money for that for a one-time fee for a full-time license. I would pay for that. But everybody wants to do these stupid, ludicrous monthly subscriptions. And that one in particular wants you to pay weekly, and then they put limits on it anyway. It's just like, guys, come on, man. I just refuse to support things like that. Like, if you have a lifetime license, I will buy it. You sound like if a cowboy from the 1600s who smokes tobacco became a radio host. I thought it was great, man. Subscriptions are dumb. They really are, man. And I blame Adobe. I blame Adobe for that mess. I doubt they were the first ones to do it, but boy howdy, did they popularize it. Yeah. Yeah, ongoing subscriptions is... Actually, I know Adobe's not the first one to do it. So the industry I'm in, or I guess you can say was at this point, was manufacturing. And we used very, 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 very expensive software. The CAD design software. It is not cheap, and it's. So I tell you what, the particular software I use or specialized in was $5,000 for a seat for the license, and then you had to pay like $2,000 a year to subscribe to it for whatever. So $7,000 the first year, $2,000 a year for every license or seat you have of it, which sounds very high, but let me tell you, that is ludicrously cheap compared to what it used to be. But here's the thing. So like I said, $2,000 a year. Yeah, that kind of service fee or subscription fee has been around for a very, very long time in that field. But here's the thing is, with that subscription fee, you got, like the software I use, this is what comes with it. You get every year, well, there's 4 service packs throughout the year that they make to upgrade and fix the software. And then the next year they add a whole slew of new features and improvements. So you're getting not necessarily a brand new product every year, but you're getting massive improvements. But also with that service agreement paying every year, you get support. So like if I'm sitting there and I'm trying to model or draw something, I can call them up and say, how do I do this? And they will walk me through it. They will teach me how to do it. Or if I like, hey, here is a problem, fix it. They'll fix it. You know, things like that. And it comes with training, and they will fly out to your place of business, you know, and help you out. So like that kind of subscription to a service, I'm fine because you are getting your money's worth. It's kind of difficult for me to pay something like that because I got so specialized in that software. I was the guy they called. You know, it's like, hey, we don't know how to do this anymore. Come help us. So kind of a waste for me, but you know, again, your updates and stuff. But like now everybody just does this monthly thing, and it's like nothing. You don't get any. It's like, no, you just pay monthly for access to it. See, like that software I use, I pay for the license. Like I bought me a license a couple of years ago. I spent the money. I still have it even though I don't pay that yearly thing. I just don't get to upgrade to the newer versions, but I have that license forever. It's mine. But like Adobe, you had to pay $60 freaking a month for the basic package or whatever. And as soon as you don't pay, you're okay with paying monthly for stuff? Well, you're part of the problem, Ollie. As long as after a point I own it. Oh, well, yeah, well, that's the thing. Adobe, you never own it. As soon as you stop paying, you lose access to it. And stuff like that voice changer thing and everything else, they're just like, nope, you got to pay us every month. And that's what games keep trying to do too. And it's like, no, man, screw you. I can't stand paying for stuff and not owning it. This paying for access is ridiculous. If I'm not owning it after I pay like 10 years, $1,000, if I still don't keep it, that's dumb, yeah. And another thing, it was some video editing software, Filmora, I think it was. You could buy a lifetime license, and then very recently, they completely went back on their word, and everybody who paid for the lifetime license got screwed. There was a big uproar, big cry, and I think they went back and made it right. Everybody who had their lifetime license, they got to keep it. No storage space available. Oh, no, so sad. Finish your other projects. There's way too many tables. 51 tables, my gosh. Yeah, owning it after you pay for something, you know, it's like a car or a house, right? You make payments, but you're working towards owning it. Granted, you're paying a lot of interest, but we'll say if it's a yearly payment and it's not ridiculously expensive, I may consider it, but a monthly is just 2 months. Yeah, well, I mean, monthly or yearly is all the same to me. Because if it's yearly, at least I can decide in like June if I'm going to keep it or pay for it, and then I still get it for a while. If it's monthly and I suddenly can't lose it immediately, yeah. Oh, they're all just gonna stop working because they don't have room for anything. Oh no. Well, can we deliver some of those? Make some room? Why aren't the technicians repairing that stuff? They're supposed to be doing that automatically. You bimbos. Nose itches. Whenever a software has a lifetime license, even if it's something I don't think I'm going to use very much, it's just like, yep, I'm going to use this once. I'm buying the lifetime license just so I can be that number to show like, hey, people prefer lifetime licenses. Why are my techs not maintaining these things like they're supposed to? Repair planned for quite a while now. Oh no, I'm gonna have like 20 extra tables. Oh, there we go. It's fine, it's fine. We made it. We made it, lads. We made it. If it's like $500 or something, I'd use once when I get a month for 10. Yeah. Shop's a mess. So like Me6, the Discord bot we have, a lifetime subscription to that. It's like 90 or 99 bucks. It's like just under 100. Or you can pay like $10 or $12 monthly. Like, man, I feel like if you're at the point willing to pay for something like that, you're gonna need it. So it's like, why would you pay monthly? I about bought it the other day too when I was trying to set up the roles and stuff, but it's just like, man, it's just like one little feature behind a paywall that I need. I almost bought Me6 a long time ago for another server before YouTube cracked down on Discord bots, playing YouTube music. So, because that feature was behind a paywall, and we could have used it for D&D. It would have made our lives a lot easier. But nope. I would have been very mad if I had bought that and then that got taken away. Me6 isn't a thing you use for... Yeah, it's like ongoing. But people are like, don't, like I was saying earlier, you know, $5 is a lot for some people and it's nothing for some people. So, you know, that it takes advantage of those people who don't have the money to spend on these things, but they're like, oh, I can spend a little bit now. So it gets those people and then it just drains them, you know, it's a slow bleed. So give you a little economics 101 here, Ollie. Being poor is the most expensive thing you will ever do. So the story that gets used all the time, I forget who originally said this and pointed it out. But in case you didn't know, years and years ago, instead of buying new shoes, people would repair their shoes. So the example that always gets used is the poor man has to buy, he can't afford a good pair of shoes or boots. We'll say boots. So he has to buy a cheaper pair of boots. Now these cheaper pairs of boots, obviously they wear down, they wear out, and they need repaired more often. So just throwing numbers out there, he's like, a good pair of boots was $100, but he's like, okay, well, I can't afford that because I don't only have so much money. I have to get the $20 pairs of boots. But like every 3 weeks or something, he has to go spend $10 getting them fixed. So he just has to do that over and over and over again, whereas the rich guy can buy the $100 boots and he never has to get them fixed. So because he had more money up front, he has to spend less in the long run, whereas the poor person spends more money in the long run. The shoe example isn't your favorite. There's a version with pants that work better. Oh. Well, the concept or the idea is being poor is the most expensive thing you'll ever do. A good pair of shoes will last like 3 years. Well, they'll last longer than that if they're good. It's almost 1 o'clock and I haven't built a single robot. In fact, yeah, that'll give us some new machines. That'll give us some new machines. Oh my. Be nice. Alright, let's see what kind of new machines we get. What do we get? Well, we don't need that because we have that. We don't need that. Now, I could use that. Foundry. What do you want, phone? There they are. That was the guy. Oh, that's right. The new foundry, it's not just faster. That's right. It lets us make new materials. It's so big. Ugh. But I probably got some saws I can take out now. My phone beeped. It went badoo. 100%. So it's not any faster is the problem, but it does let you do. Right. Shucks. Alright, let's see. Uh-oh. Thursday it is. Over that, let's see, I'm missing. I can get a pair of cheap shoes, which I prefer. I like breathable shoes, and oddly enough, Walmart never has breathable shoes. They're expensive. They'll last me just over a year. Over that 3-year period, I'll spend maybe $70 on shoes. I don't know how long shoes are meant to last. I always have to get new shoes because I'm growing rather than my shoes break. Yeah, so you are at that stage. A good pair. I don't know about shoes. I think about work boots, but man, Red Wing used to make some fantastic boots. Would last for many, many years. And they would repair their shoes too. Like you could take them in and get your shoes tuned up. The principle of the story is true. Yeah. Man, these techs I got are worthless. They are not repairing these things like they're supposed to. You useless dweebs. Fire every one of you. Kids, an amazing alternative to the story is backpacks. Oh. And don't let those burn out. Or you can go out and buy like a $90 backpack and it'll last you from like 6th grade to finishing high school. Undertale music. Yep, it sure is. You would be correct, good sir. I haven't played that game. I'm told I should, but just don't know. Why is nobody repairing this? Because nobody's using it. Technician's supposed to come over and do that automatically. This whole area right here just doesn't work. It's super slow. It's always breaking. But I know him because he made Pokemon music like once. Oh, I know everyone knows Toby Fox from anyway. I don't know who Toby Fox is. Excuse me. Burped. What are y'all even doing? Oh, this room sucks. We should fix that. Look at that, problem solved. Doozers are easy to please. Anybody who knows Tony Fox knows him, because is he the guy that did the Undertale music, or? Let's build a robot. Gosh. These things get so massive. Well, we could make it out of wood, why not? Use all the machines. Why not? We got them. We paid for them. Might as well use them. Actually, oops. Might be another problematic thing where we can't Meet specifications. No. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. We need more strength. Oh, that is. We're fine. Oh, you know what? We missed one. We don't even need that. Oh yeah, we're gonna save some money. Loads of money. Goes there. All of the assembly. Good lord, that's a lot of assembly. And it only did one of them. Game. Sir Game. What is wrong with you? Robot testing. We're gonna use those for the first time. Extrusion. Blast some foam. Make some plastic. Who doesn't like a robot with some plastic? Can I? No, you cannot do those already. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's okay. That's okay. We'll make 10 robots. He made Undertale and all the music. Oh, nice. Nice. See, that's what I don't get. I feel like I fussed about this before. Definitely not on any of my videos, but like, you have these AAA studios. EA, Blizzard, Activision, Microsoft. What's the purple one? Ubisoft. All these companies. Massive studios. And they just make ass. All the time. Every game they make is just garbage. And then you have individuals who make, yes, Undertale is like 16-bit, right? But it's fantastic. Well, I haven't played it, but like everybody loved it. And then you have a game like Dust, which I have played Dust, an Elysian Tale. It is fantastic. It is 10 out of 10. One guy did the whole thing minus the music and voice acting. Everything else he did. He was an animator for an old game called Jazz Jackrabbit. And he built the whole game. And it's fantastic. 10 out of 10. Like, Salt and Sanctuary was made by 2 people. It's just, you got all these games that are so good made by one person. And then it's like, okay. And then you have the small studios, like people who made Raft. And it's like 2 to 4 or 5 people. And it's just a joke of a game. Like, it's just bleh. The only good game I can think of for most of those companies is Minecraft. Minecraft's decent, but it's decent because of Notch. They have improved it, but they also made it. Yeah, well, see, Notch, again, was one guy, and he made Minecraft. And even then, like, he took that from somebody else. I forgot who made the first Minecraft. But somebody had that concept well, maybe not a long time ago, but like before him, and then he did the same thing, and he just got famous with it. Raft seems pretty good. It's story concept. So I have a review written out that I was going to post on Steam, and Raft is an extremely solid 10 out of 10 proof of concept. That is the kind of thing you want to take to your boss or the studio that's going to fund you and say, hey, this is what I want to make. Like, it's solid for that. But that's as far as it goes. Like, it has no polish. It's so janky to play. It's incredible. I mean, it's like, wow, you guys worked on this for how many years? And I kept making the comment, I'm like, Raft feels like a school project a couple people worked on together. As a proof of concept. And I started reading up on the studio a little bit, and that's exactly what it is. It was their school project that they did. They had to do a huge project, which was a proof of concept, like I just said. And then they decided to sell it. And they just added a little more to it, but never polished it and made it an actual game. I think it was 7 years of development. Incredible. To clarify, it feels like a school project that a few people worked on, but they didn't talk to each other. No, I mean, it's... Like I said, all the concepts are there. The idea is solid. Look at all these robots we're building so fast. Nailed it. I don't want to build those. I'll flood the market with robots. Build guitars. No. Got a lot of doozers standing around, nothing to do. How do you do that game? The only bit for the story I know, which didn't even know was a story, just saw as a random landmass, is there's a UFO on a tower. For raft? No. No. That is not a thing. Unless I just totally missed something. No. Alright, we were doing good on the robots. Where did we get held up? Assembly? Never mind. It was not a UFO. There was a radio tower that you go to. There is a giant dome city. We just did that a couple weeks ago. It has a tower going through. Yeah, it does. Fallout has a UFO. And there's a whole theory and some lore behind that. It's great. I love going down Fallout rabbit holes on YouTube. You hate the ocean sharks, yeah. Man, I'll tell you, so like underwater is nothing in Raft, but man, games like Ark or trying to think of something. I couldn't go underwater in Ark. I had to make my friends do it. I was like, no, you go down there. I will stand on the raft and shoot sharks from a distance. I ain't going down there. No sir. Play Ark is such an abysmal game. The shark and underwater in Raft is just comical. There's a cat on my feet. Couldn't play Art. You want to? And that's the thing, like, I want to play Art too, but it's just so bad. It should be great, but it's... Bleh. I just don't know how. So, well, you're on console, so that's your first problem. And that's not to pick on console players. I say that's your first problem because you need to be on PC so you can mod it to death in order to make it playable. Because otherwise, yes, vanilla, it's... Ooh. Ooh, lad. Not a pleasant experience. I never watched it. Let's see. No, it's not that. I don't know how to play it right or for fun. I just physically don't know how to do anything. I spawn in and I can walk. That's about it. I don't know how to get tools, how to get a house, anything. Yeah, well, it doesn't exactly do a very good job of explaining anything. Which is really bad unless they've changed it, because like you could pick a spawn point on the map. It's like where you want to start, and there were so many dead places to start where you would just die over and over and over and over and over again. Man, we are killing that bar stool over there. Look at that. Like 90% green. That's an efficient shop right there, boy. But in all honesty, like, and I know I've bashed Ark before in some of my videos, that studio should be in jail. Like the people in charge behind it, they, by all means, by all accounts, they should be in jail for what they did. They pulled a lot of shady junk, man. Man, we absolutely blasted that contract. Look at that. Oh, the green means we're ahead of schedule. Easy. I can't make. Wait, can I make that one? I can't make that one. Dadgummit. I can't make that one either. I don't get any contracts from Mr. Incognito, man. What did the studio do? It's more like, what didn't they do? So, I'm trying to think. So, the illegal things they did, not just crappy behavior, but actually illegal. One, they were poaching employees from other studios, and they got busted for that, and they just paid the fines and went about their business. Probably a legal loophole, but like the hot water, some of the hot water they're in now is Ark is shutting down. So they announced Ark Remastered or Reborn. It's a remake of the first Ark. And they said it was going to be free. And then later they announced it's not going to be free. And not only is it not going to be free, we are going to shut down the official servers for Ark. So that's probably not illegal, but it should be to some extent. But the serious, or what serious hot water they should be in, but I don't even know if they actually are, is that studio got busted or caught cheating in their own official servers in order to get like high-level dinos with good stats and gear and all this stuff, and turned around and sell it on the black market, you know, where people can pay real money for in-game items that they're not supposed to be able to get. So it's weird because, like, I don't think there's any law out there saying you can't pay money like gold traders in MMOs, right? It's not illegal to pay this Chinese company $20 for 100,000 gold in a video game. So that's just against terms of service. But like the studio themselves is doing it. So they're like allowing these giant clans to cheat and do all these other things and hack, and then they're cutting into the shares of selling on the black market. Well, air quote, black market, the Ark black market. So like that is exploiting your customer base and like taking their money. That should be illegal, but it's probably falls through a loophole. Why not offer a cheat system that costs money? And you know what? I'm convinced. So there's lots of cheat systems out there that you pay, again, monthly for. I don't doubt that these companies dip into that. Would not be surprised at all. Alright, we built some robots. I can consider my day, my stream, a success. We did what we were supposed to. I got a little rearranging to do in the metal shop. But... and I feel like there's some other legal issues Ark got caught up in. Or that studio. They got a long history. Very bad history. And it's insane because, like, not only do everybody knows that company's awful, and that coupled with the fact everybody on their Twitter and everybody on Reddit just absolutely craps on that game. It still has like 30,000 average players online, just on Steam. It's like, that is nuts. It's still very high in the rankings as far as activity goes. Like, guys, this is why they're doing it. It works. You guys keep giving them money. Like, they milked DLCs to death, and people just kept throwing them money. It's like they're not even finishing them. Crazy. But anyway, I'm like 20 minutes over my quitting time, so I think I'm gonna call it there. We built robots. That was the goal. Took us the whole stream to get there. We got particle manipulators. It's so fancy. I got 2 of them. It was more than I thought I was gonna get. If you're gonna make a DLC, it better be done when I'm buying. Yeah, well, so the very first DLC. Oh, I hit my microphone. The very first DLC they made. Ark was still in early access, and then they released a DLC, which was also early access. And they're like, please give us money. And people said, whoa, this is really bad. This is really stupid. This is really greedy that you're releasing unfinished DLC for an unfinished game. And they called the community cheapskates. So, you know, that was great. But my point, what I'm trying to get to is, at the end of each DLC, there's supposed to be a cutscene that gives you, you know, some story. That first DLC did not have a cutscene for like 3, 4, maybe 5 years after it was considered finished and released. Like, guys, come on. I realize now about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, which was several years ago, and we still need 2 extra waves for content. Calling the community cheapskates. Yeah, that's what they did. That is what they did. Real great. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to bounce. Get off my soapbox here. I'm gonna go eat. I'm not gonna make more tea. I'm gonna get me a glass of water or something. And some lentil curry that I made. It is very good. Like an Indian curry. Very tasty. Very tasty indeed. So, have fun, make your tea, and I guess I will see y'all Friday if I decide to stream the bug shooting with Steph and them. I don't know if I will or not. You drink all your tea. Oh, terrible. Make some more. Bye, everybody, and Ollie.